how to connect the tailpiece to a basket strainer when the nut won't want to screw on. A lot of times you'll have a tailpiece with a nut on it that won't want to screw onto a metal basket strainer. That is very common with cheap pop metal basket strainers. Now this is a vintage brass basket strainer that doesn't have as many issues, but there still can be times where you just can't get the nut onto the basket strainer. And no matter what type of basket strainer you have, a metal nut will actually work really well to connect these two. Now to get this metal nut on and take this one off, you have to undo the trap so that way you can pull that tailpiece down. So you can start with whichever connection you want to. I'll just undo this connection here. That is loosened. Now I'm going to loosen this nut here, which is connecting to my trap. The trap is going to come down, and then you'll have this hanging down from the sink. This is our troublesome connection. So I'm going to take that off. It might already be loosened, and then it'll just be left with the basket strainer. That's going to stay right there. Now that we're left with this, you're going to take this nut off, save it for later, take this nut that we were having issues with off, and we don't want that right now. Now we're going to replace that nut with a metal nut. Put that on. Take our nut that connected to the trap, put that back on, and now you're going to take your trap, screw it in lightly like that so it's still loose, and then you're going to have your basket strainer hanging down. You're going to pull this up, loosely tighten this, and then we're going to loosely tighten our trap. And now that we have all this loosely in place, we're just going to snug up every single connection. And it always helps to alternate between connections. Like that, and now it's fixed. Now there are some cases where you can't just take the old plastic one off and put a new metal nut on. Sometimes you might have a dishwasher Y or baffle T that has a nut built onto it like this that would connect to the strainer. Now this is one of the good ones that would connect to a tailpiece, but a lot of them connect directly to the strainer. I don't like that style because you can't take this nut off. So if you have the one with the built-in nut, you're going to have to take this, put it off to the side or turn it, and you're going to have to get one that could attach to the tailpiece, and then you could put your metal nut on.